no refrigeration is required. So if the power goes out, your food is still safe. And studies have shown that dehydrated foods are substantially more nutritious than either frozen or canned foods, keeping most of the original nutritional value of the food without added chemicals or additives. And it makes this method of food preservation by far the best choice for natural, healthy eating. So check them out. Go to emergencypreparednessdirect.com.
Fate magazine is proud to celebrate its 60th anniversary and our 700th issue. That's 60 years of bringing you true reports of the strange and unknown. Fate brings you the latest on all aspects of the paranormal, like angels and miracles, psychic phenomena, ghosts, UFOs, and much, much more. It's bigger and better than ever. Subscribe now by calling 1-800-728-2730 or online at www.fatemag.com. That's 1-800-728-2730 or www.fatemag.com. What are you waiting for? Your fate awaits.
Hi, this is Rebecca Jernigan. I invite you to check out my colleagues at Certified Psychics. I have been working with them since the early 90s, and they provide such great services and great psychics from all types of modalities: tarot, astrology, clairvoyance, mediumship, and more. They're there when you need to talk to someone right away, or you can make an appointment with your favorite psychic for a phone or live chat reading. They also provide email readings too. So go ahead, call now, 1-800-717-7887, or log on to CertifiedPsychics.com. It's truly a great experience.
More than talk, it's entertaining insight and discoveries. You're listening to Journeys with Rebecca.
All right, everyone, welcome back. And first of all, I got a couple things that I need to chat about. Is KP wrote back and wanted me to tell you, Nancy, thank you. And she appreciated the insight that you and I gave her tonight, and we thank her for listening and being part of the audience at Journeys with Rebecca. So that was sweet. Thank you, KP. And the next thing I have to tell you is that I'm a little discombobulated. During the show tonight, I got a phone call, which I never, ever leave my phone on, and I happened to leave my phone on, and my grandson is in the hospital and has hit his head and apparently is in the hospital, and they're stitching him up. So I got a little discombobulated there, so I do apologize for everyone. And during the break, I called, and so after the show, I will go up and go to the hospital and visit the little guy there and make sure that he is okay. So just wanted to let you know.
Okay.
Now, the other thing is we had a question from the chat box that wanted to know what I thought about the transition thing, which is the when we make our transition, do you see us meeting our loved ones like parents, grandparents, etc.? Does my craving for this mean I have a problem with attachment? And I have to answer that one now. I don't see this as a problem with attachment. No, that has nothing to do with it at all. And Nancy told a beautiful story, and it was wonderful. I have to say that because when I do a reading for people's loved ones, sometimes they're relatives, sometimes they're not, they will show up during the course of a reading for somebody. Not always, but a lot of times they will, because they are messengers. I have lost quite a few family members, personal close family members, and with that, I've also experienced watching what has happened during that transition when they leave from the physical body back into spirit form. And I've actually been able to witness that firsthand. And I can tell you that the loved ones are there because they're part of the soul family. They're part of the Creator, as we all are. And that's kind of what they do, is to assist us in letting us know that it really is a beautiful transition, that it's not a thing to fear. It's not a thing to be afraid of, that their loving arms are open, as well as some of the other beings, some people call them angels, whatever, are also present during a transition. So I do see us meeting our loved ones, and I don't believe that it is an attachment at all. I believe it's something that the physical form of us, that the consciousness of being in physical form, when we see somebody that has passed over standing there waiting for us, it gives us a feeling of security and peace and of understanding that it really is okay.
Absolutely.
And that's kind of my take on that particular aspect of transition.
Right.
So I hope that helps Sue.
Yes.
Martha. Being
Absolutely.
one and the same.
Yes.
Thank you very, very much. I love it. I love it. Thank you again for writing in as well. That's absolutely perfect. Okay.
Well, and
go ahead.
The other thing I just wanted to refer to before our time was lost was, for those of you that don't get my moon mailing, here comes a pitch, people. If you email me at Nancy Ogren, Ogren, at Comcast.net, and you make the subject moon mailing, and at least put your name, because it maybe isn't in your email address, I will send you a free moon mailing every 2 weeks about the current moon and where it is and what it's doing and what the sun's doing and all of that. I would like to just take a minute, because I would be remiss if I didn't mention the Saturn-Uranus opposition, which some of your listeners may have heard of from other dynamics and other places. But we are having one right now.
Yes.
We will be having it. It started the last fall, and it will be going on till next summer of 2010. And Uranus and Saturn are opposite each other. 6 signs opposite each other. Whatever signs it is, they are 6 signs opposite each other. And that is when old structures are falling away. That would be Saturn. And a revolution of a sort, that would be Uranus, is coming to the fore. And so we have Saturn in Virgo right now and Uranus in Pisces. So we are going to be having that aspect, that opposition aspect. The time before, the last time these two planets opposed each other was from 1965 to 67. Let me think. Was
there some revolutions in there? Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah.
And before that, it was 1918 to 1920, which was
Hello?
the Roaring Twenties. I mean, that set up the Roaring Twenties. It changed everything. We left the Victorian era behind.
Yep, we did.
That was a huge revolution. And 1873 to 75.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 1873 to 75 was very much about... there were lots of social, political, and economic things. It's just we have to really understand we're in the middle of it. In fact, in 1873 to 75, the Vienna Stock Exchange crashed because of dishonest manipulation. Hello? Sound familiar?
Oh, not at all. Never heard of such a thing.
And that's where referencing back to Mary, that's where we kind of we're laughing about Albert Einstein saying, you keep doing the same thing over and over again and wonder why you get thinking you're going to get a different outcome.
Yeah, that's
so we've
insanity.
manipulated the stock market for the last 30 years, taken all the regulations away, and think this is going to work this time.
Sure.
No.
Because people aren't greedy, right?
No, see? And who was it that said when it crashed, I'm trying to remember, I won't, but somebody said, I remember hearing them say on the news that so-and-so said, well, I thought they could be trusted. Okay.
Sure.
So that's another thing about this, about pacing yourself, about when is everything going to be, when are we going to be done and on the other side of the of the revolution. When is this going to be done by March? I mean, by